EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
In punt formation for the Texans.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, come on.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, It's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Here's Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think
Singletary loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Stiff-armed it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Able to convert on 3rd down, and then sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there. After the catch, he looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Andrew Beck, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Taylor. They juked him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. His pass caught with the 4. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
.39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Richardson off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. On the move to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. I thought that at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Desmond King now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2.
Stroud off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 17.
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Singletary. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70, Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Richardson going to move him around. Richardson on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Richardson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That is caught by Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Colts.
Richardson to throw off play action. And this one is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They go play action with Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Downs going in motion right. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That was nice.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't let him get there.
Richardson to the air on first down. Now this taken in by Downs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So from the 37, here's second down and 1. Here's Richardson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Third and 1, Richardson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
But that doesn't wake up the home crowd. I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets this home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Uprights. We need these points.
Ready?
And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores.
Texans 15.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Okay, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. To throw is Richardson. Off play action. He'll let one go deep for downs. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Rolling to his right. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close. And neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's King. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
Stroud out of the gun here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
19 tight, 19 tight.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point in the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Stroud looking to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're... And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. There, Richardson back to throw it. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Richardson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
19 right. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Singletary.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Stroud to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
On the
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, here's Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll let one go deep for downs. This is caught inside the 15. So it's a win here for the Colts. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an